It finally happened. After years of growing up in the shadow of the greatest golfer ever, Charlie Woods has sent shockwaves through the entire golf world. At just 16 years old, he entered the AJGA Team Tailor-Made Invitational ranked 604th, barely noticed, and walked out as a champion, leaving behind a trail of stunned top-ranked amateurs who never saw it coming. The stats say it all. 15 under par, a final round 66, 8 birdies, and a 3-shot victory over some of the best junior golfers in the nation. This wasn't luck or a one-off hot streak. Charlie dominated. The same kid once recognized only as Tiger's son just made sure the world remembers his name. And this wasn't some small local win. The AJGA event draws the best of the best, including Miles Russell, the nation's top-ranked junior. Charlie didn't just beat them, he outplayed and outclassed them. Every swing, every hole, every pressure-filled moment at Streamsong Resort showed a level of confidence and composure beyond his years. He didn't just look like he belonged, he looked like he owned it. What makes it even more remarkable is the timing. As Tiger Woods continues to battle injuries and step back from the spotlight, his son has stepped up and lit up the leaderboard, changing the narrative entirely. This isn't about legacy anymore, it's about arrival. So now the question is, was this just a breakout performance, or the birth of golf's next great story at just 16? One thing is certain, the golf world just got a lot more exciting. And if you weren't paying attention to Charlie Woods before, you are now. At the PNC Championship, Charlie Woods mirrored his father's mannerisms and swing so perfectly that it felt like watching a carbon copy of Tiger himself. Every golf fan saw the potential, the smooth swing, the calm presence, the unmistakable pedigree. But potential only goes so far when you're constantly compared to the most iconic golfer in history. Charlie didn't just carry his golf bag. He carried a last name heavier than any trophy could ever be. The pressure was relentless. Every time he stepped onto the tee box, the headlines came first, followed by the cameras and the weight of expectation. Fans wanted to believe. The media built the story. Yet beneath all that noise was just a kid. One still learning, still growing, still finding his rhythm. In his 5 AJGA events before Streamsong, his best finish was a modest tie for 25th, far from the hype surrounding him. Some critics took that as proof that the spotlight had arrived too soon. But Charlie never asked for the spotlight. He simply asked for time. And now, after the biggest win of his young career, that patience has paid off. This wasn't luck. It wasn't a famous last name carrying him forward. This was Charlie Woods stepping into his own identity, on his own terms, with a statement that silenced doubters and rewrote his story. Entering the AJGA Team Tailor-Made Invitational ranked 604th, Charlie faced a stacked field that included 4 of the top 5 junior players in the country, according to ESPN. This wasn't an easy field. It was as tough as junior golf gets. And Charlie didn't just survive it. He rose above it. Golf Digest now predicts his ranking will soar, and rightfully so. Charlie Woods is no longer just Tiger's son, no longer just a viral swing on social media. He's a legitimate title contender. His victory didn't just quiet the critics. It forced everyone to ask the same question: how far can this kid really go? What Charlie Woods did at Streamsong wasn't just a win, it was a dismantling. In a field stacked with elite young golfers, he didn't just compete, he outthought, outfought, and outplayed them all. This wasn't about one lucky streak or a hot back 9. It was a full 54-hole statement, confident, commanding, and impossible to ignore. From the first hole of the final round, the momentum was his, and according to Reuters, Charlie surged ahead on the front 9 like a player who had been here before on the front 9. Charlie Woods caught fire with 4 birdies in 5 holes, turning a one-shot deficit into a commanding lead, and every time someone in the field made a push, he answered back, cool, calm, and calculated. At just 16, carrying the weight of the Woods name, the spotlight, and a field packed with elite juniors, he never blinked. NBC Sports called it one of the strongest AJGA lineups this season, featuring the top-ranked Miles Russell and Luke Colton, ranked 5th. Yet when the dust settled, Charlie had beaten them all by 7 shots. 7. That wasn't just a win, it was a masterclass. What set him apart wasn't only his flawless swing, but his composure, his maturity, and his decision-making under pressure, traits golfers twice his age are still chasing. This wasn't a lucky round or a one-off moment. It looked like the start of something far greater. Golf Digest predicts his ranking will skyrocket, but rankings can't measure presence. And after Stream Song, every top junior now knows that when Charlie Woods is in the field, they're playing for second. His game is quiet, deliberate, and surgical. No flash, just precision. That's how he dismantled one of the toughest courses and strongest junior fields of the year. Stream Song's layout punishes mistakes, yet Charlie navigated it like a seasoned pro, proving that he's not just Tiger's son following a legacy, he's forging his own. Even Tiger himself told the New York Post, Charlie is forging his own path, and that's exactly what he did. Under pressure, he didn't rely on his name. He relied on his nerve. What he showed wasn't inherited, it was earned. And if this is what calm and composed looks like at 16, imagine what's next. With his first AJGA title secured and the golf world buzzing, one question now echoes everywhere. Is this just a breakout or the beginning of a new Woods